Alright, so let's take a look at getting this guy's eyes going on. Uh, some things that I remember from our concept art is he's got some big eyebrows, really kind of defining points for his eyes that can be used to better accentuate his expressions. So we kind of focus on that this go round and really try to create that look. So let's go in here and you see already that we have some segments that are probably going to serve us pretty well when it comes to creating these eyebrows. So we'll take those two edges right there and move them up, and I can see we're definitely I'll rotate this a little bit, and you can see we definitely have got some control. Uh, got some control here with these eyebrows, thanks to these two edges. The only thing that I'm kind of concerned with is the fact that these edges right here. One of the things that's really kind of bothered me, and we're going so tight uh, in here because of the style of character that we're going for. Uh, but I'm not liking how closed in all this is feeling, as far as his nose, um, and just the whole eye area. I mean, looking at it, I'm not getting a real sense of the eyelids kind of protruding around uh, around the eye itself, and it's really kind of bothering me. So what I'm gonna do, it's kind of the same thing that we've have been doing. You can see there they need to be welded. Let's see. Just walk around sometimes and select on our vertices and read right here. If it tells you vertex, whatever number is selected, then you're just selected on one. But if you go around and you see that two or three vertices are selected, then you might need to weld. And like right there, it looks like there's just one, but this is telling me there's two vertices selected. Hit weld, and we can see right here in Turbo Smooth that there's an anomaly right here. This edge comes along and then does this whole weird thing, and by welding we see now everything. We can basically see the quads on the topology. So it's a good thing to know how to do, how to go in and read these things. There's another issue. So I'm going to select on those, weld that. Let's see if, okay, that one's okay. That one's alright. That one's okay. Let's pull this up a little bit. Pull this one up. Alright, so fix that stuff. And what in the world is going on up here? Okay. That is clearly show me that we got a problem right there. So I'm just going to cut this over and get rid of that edge. Okay, so now we have this guy coming up and going nowhere. So we will cut that in, and we'll take it one more, because remember we got this whole bandana thing going on here in a little while once we get the head done. So okay, so that's cleaned up. That's making me feel better. Alright, so I'm going to go around and I'm going to give this one more pass with some more edges. Have just a little bit more control. So again, point it in the middle, put it in the middle, and then take it out to the corners. Okay, so now with our new edges, let's see, take these two, see how we're getting some more definition around our eyes. Some puffiness, just giving the eye a lot more depth. Take these guys, okay. Not really feeling that. Minimize that a little bit, and I'm going to minimize this side. Alright, so let's take a look again. So they're more pointing towards the outside, which we've got. However, one of the things that I would like to see here is I would like to see a little bit more information for the actual eyebrow, like that. Just make it a little chunkier. Alright, and this is now getting on my nerves. I'm going to take all these in. So again, like I said, you feel like you're getting frustrated because we make some cuts and then we basically undo a lot of the changes that we made. It's part of the territory, and hopefully by now you are getting over being worried about it. Okay, the last thing that I want to do before we do anything else to these eyes is right here. All these edges, not going into the tear duct, just these outside edges. I'm connecting those, and with them all selected, I'm going to pull them out a little bit. So I can watch on this side, so I still have them selected. And watching on this side, I can see what effect that can have. Coming out, or going in, or coming out, I can see what kind of effect that has. And I almost want to say that bringing it in a little bit, I like the way that looks. I think it gives some pretty good definition around those eyes. I kind of like that. The one thing that we want to watch, though, is we want to watch how extreme. See how extreme this is? Let's go and see how far back we pulled that edge. You don't want to take it too far back. We can see the change and still see the mesh. Like, we're not really coming back too far. Then that's kind of where we want to be. You don't want to go too extreme. And I think, and just a little bit, because I can always come around and tweak these manually. I think that's okay for right now. Okay, one of the things I know is this outside is supposed to be higher, so I'm going to use our soft selection again, and I'm going to pull this guy down, pull it down, just turn it off, and see kind of what things are looking like. That's okay. I can use this one. Pull that up a lot. Okay, so now I'm just turn my edge constraints back on, and I'm going to go ahead and pull these guys down so they're nice and uniform again. And yeah, one thing that I can see that's bothering me now is these two sides not having enough information. Okay, I'm going to unfreeze these eyeballs for a minute. And bring these back out so we can see them. So we can get a little bit more particular about how we're modeling around the eye. Remember, if we do our loop and we hit the arrows, it'll actually loop the selection over. And if we hold control, it'll grow the selection for us in the right way. So I want to undo, turn off my edge constraints. I think I just turned them on. Yeah, I just turn it on and turn it off. There we go. So I want to really kind of get a sense that we're wrapping around the eyeball like that. And I wasn't seeing that before. So again, I'm going to loop, and I'll test the direction to see which way it goes. We start there, hold control, and loop up till we see what we want to see selected. And let's see what happens if we ring. So just ringing, the arrow actually jumped that whole selection up for us. So we can make some adjustments here. And let's see. Not bad. Oh. Okay, this guy. Take these. They need to come back. And this whole tear duct area. Control page up to grow. This whole thing needs to come back. Maybe even come in a little bit like that. I'm actually going to scale all this down. Let me hold on. Let's undo. Let's see what this looks like. Good enough for me. I actually get a sense that those eyelids are wrapping around his eyeball. I want to see. I'm going to test something here. Yeah, I like that. So now I'm going to turn my edge constraint on and kind of realign these guys. Since I've made some changes. And looking right here, what I'm seeing is I could probably do this. And get even more detail around my eye. One, two, three, four. Don't need that. Yeah, so now I could take this guy go all the way back like that. One, two. Crap. That edge constraint toggle is a nice thing, but it sucks when you forget about it. Let's see. One of the things I can tell that's going on is this middle edge. It's just not really doing much for me. Wow, this whole part over here straight up disappeared. All of this right here is gone. So right there, I just was noticing that I had some big time issues with the eyelid here. So I was just going around and trying to fix them. Yeah, I think that's going to work a lot better for us. Right there. Now, one of the things that I want to do is, again, try to balance these out, because I could be getting a lot more definition out of these segments than I am. So again, just by reproportioning. And I'm cool with this one over here being like this, because that's with my edge constraint toggle on. I'm cool with this one being kind of crunched, crammed up here in the corner, because it's giving me the look that I want. I like that nice kind of coming to a point feeling. So again, just making some adjustments to the area around the eyelid so we can really get a sense that we in fact have a lid wrapping around the eye, which I'm definitely getting a sense of. I think probably fix that area. Remember, that's F4. which at this point I hope you all are good with. Still can't make up my mind on this upper lid if I like this middle segment out or in. Can't make up my mind. I think I'm gonna go, excuse me, I think I'm gonna go out. Yeah, we want to go out. I don't know. See, now I want to go in with it. Well, whatever. It's a very simple little change to that nose, and it looks a lot different. Or at least it does to me. Let's probably leave that there. There's an issue that I'm seeing that we haven't addressed yet, and really can't address until we close his mouth. And I think I'm just gonna close my mouth and not worry about it until we get to that point. See something weird going on here. I think I'm just gonna come in here and select those polygons and relax them. Let's see what that does. Yeah, got rid of it. Okay, I'm going to make some more little tweaks because that kind of triggered something in my mind, seeing that one little error. Yeah. We're really just adding a lot of detail, working our way around. Seeing this as a cartoon character, one of the things that I'm just kind of trying to emphasize here are the ability to create expression and ensuring that the topology of our character not only is maintaining those quads, but it's somewhat following the structure of the muscle system underneath the skin, which is going to lend itself very well to deforming very nicely for us when we get to that point. And he's definitely cartoon looking. He's got a lot of detail in his eyes, but it's the kind of thing that it's gonna pay dividends for us when we start animating and creating the facial morph targets for this guy. So we're now heading to where, the area where we need to kind of start doing something with the ears here. But we've added a lot of detail, really giving ourselves the ability to create some nice expressions with his eyebrows. As you can see, it's not going to take hardly anything for us at this point to create expressions with this guy, which is what we want. We want it to be easy, easy peasy, and I think that's what we've created for ourselves here. Yeah, I think this is going to be a fun character to animate, which was kind of the point of what I wanted to come up with for you guys. So I think his eyes are pretty well taken care of. Let me see. What a difference. That's why it's so important to always be moving the viewport around, taking looks, taking lots of looks at what you're creating in many different angles, because you never know when you're going to miss something, see something different, see something that you didn't see before. You never know. As you see, I'm rotating my viewport all the time. It's very important that you do this. Alright, I think we're gonna wrap this guy up for now. Obviously, most of these little changes, you've got to kind of work this on your own and get a sense for the direction that you want to go. I'm just trying to give you some guidance. That's all I can do. But hopefully you're learning something, getting some ideas. This one's kind of flat right in there. There we go. Oh my gosh, that's a big difference too. Man, he's gonna have some serious eyebrow expression ranges. Yeah, big time. This guy's gonna be fun to animate. Alright, so pretty happy with the face here. Added a lot. We got a lot going on. The next time I think we'll poke the ear out. Let me see. I don't even think that. Yeah, he didn't even have ears. His ears are covered up with this bandana. So yeah, we won't even mess with that. So the next time when we come back, we're going to take a look at actually creating this bandana that he's wearing, and I think that's looking at that looks like it's going to be pretty straightforward. One thing I can tell, based on our topology, is it would make sense if we reorganized some of this so that it was following the line of our bandana here. So that's going to be a big topic and a big point for us when we come back to our character here. So that'll be what we focus on next time. Again, I hope you guys are getting a lot out of this little series here. I mean, I'm having fun modeling him. I think he's gonna be fun to animate when he's done. So anyway, I will. Let's go ahead and save. And let's see, beginning of the eyes. And since this one's still kind of working in the face area, I think I'm just gonna save over this one so we can have arms, the hands, start to face. Face is started. We'll save increment. I will anyway. Again, it's really nice to have these backups when you do the save as, because what if this one, crashes and collapses, then you can just go back to this one and you didn't lose much work. So, alright, well, I'm going to let you go, and we'll see you next time.